And that's
what it do?
the scariest what did I do question to ask. Like when you're a parent and somehow at some point your kid ends up being like having trust issues or like just being depressed or like overly anxious or whatever. Like the instant thing that you would ask is, what the fuck did I do to not like fuck them up, but like to make them become the way that they are. Like, what did I do that caused that?
What the fuck went wrong, man?
Yeah, and like I don't think I would be able to live with myself if it was something pretty severe, like literally developing like PTSD or some shit.
Life or death.
Yeah.
So for the sake of like my own sanity, but also like possibly another kid's, me as a parent, I don't think that's almost the same. It's a similar reason as to why I didn't choose to become a neurosurgeon, because that's someone's life in my hands, and if I fuck it up, then that has a lasting effect, and I wouldn't be able to deal with it. So yeah, shit like that is interesting to think about every once in a while.
I want to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be the sole reason why they turn out a certain way.
Yes. Precisely that.
And that's why, like, my extent of helping people goes as far as I can help you in your current situation, but I refuse to do anything long term.
Right. That's what I learned in high school.
Hey. Good luck.
Because, like, ultimately, it's not, like, as a friend, it's not your obligation to take your friend that's having issues by the hand and lead them to do every single thing. Like, you can help support them in what they're doing and, like, just being moral support. But as far as solving, like, your friend's issues, you shouldn't have to do that. That's up to your friend to solve that themselves, I guess. Because ultimately, that shit is tiring. Like, people may not admit it all the time, but if you have to consistently take care of a friend all the time, that shit gets exhausting as fuck.
Oh, yeah. It's just like it blurs the line between friend and, like,
Caretaker,
family, like something like that.
yeah.
And, like, that's just not it, chief.
No, definitely not.
Why? Her? Okay.
Have any of y'all tried breadfruit before?
I have not.
I don't think so. Leave me alone.
Have I ever got an opportunity?
Yeah, at least once. Because, like, it sounds interesting. I learned it from my Hawaii class, and also from this, a couple documentaries. What?
Fucking trap.
Oh, you're talking to the monster, never mind. Also, Waragi sounds really good. It's basically like alcohol made from bananas. It's gin made from bananas.
Haha, allergic, but I'll still try it. I want to try poi.
Oh, what's that?
It's a starch. I don't want to say strictly Hawaiian, but definitely like Islander.
Pacific Islander, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what root it's from, but it's from a root that's mashed up. Like, you can look it up, POI.
Okay, let me see.
I want to try it for one time.
One time for the one time.
Oh, it's from Taro.
Okay.
I know, what... Fuck, hold on. Because basically I learned this with my Hawaii class.
Wait, you took a class on Hawaii? Like, culture and like...
That's cool.
Oh, how was that?
I had the option. The thing is that, like, The class had the opportunity to go to Hawaii, but unfortunately it costs a fuck ton, for me at least. And so
Yeah.
but I did see some really, really interesting things. Fuck, let me see if I can find it in a previous paper that I did. But I know the culture that you're talking about that kind of like moved into the island of Hawaii.
Also, I feel like the U.S. should definitely make reprimand, like make up for the shit they did to Hawaii. I don't know the exact word off the top of my head, but we definitely owe it to them. We fucked up their economy so bad because we forced the tourism on them.
And then Pearl Harbor happened.
I did a paper on.
It's not even Pearl Harbor, bro. It's just like
Technically, their whole education.
we just fucked them over.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Man, I did write a lot about it. Shit. So basically, obviously, it started with the involvement of the missionaries in like the 1820s, roughly. Like, some of the Hawaiians knew how to speak English because of trading, but very few actually knew the language. So ultimately, what the missionaries would do was they would teach them English, but they would misinterpret the correlation of languages to something that supported Christianity or was pro-Christianity. Yeah, and so like that kind of got all fucked up. They did learn actually how to use the letterpress, which they actually caught a hold of very easily. And so they use this to like make newspapers to kind of push back against the missionaries. And essentially what began was this whole battle between newspapers to prove which one was more correct than the other. So this happened for like years, but it was very interesting.
Like, they didn't have to make their lives like that. They could have easily lived their own. Like, I feel the same way about Native Americans too. Like, we did not have to get that involved.
No.
And we did not need to fuck them over. Like,
Manifest Destiny. Yeah, fuck you, I said.
Ultimately, it's like, at least for people that like, I think a lot of damage comes from people not acknowledging what really happened when, like, the United States became what it is currently. Like, they sugarcoat it almost.
So sorry.
Especially in like primary school, because for my primary school, they really sugarcoated that shit. Like it was terrible.
oh, like, I remember getting Columbus Day off.
Yes, I remember that too.
And then, like, it was like second grade they changed that, and then we just learned about it at school. But like, it would still picture my protagonist. Like, I understand you can't teach kids something like that young. But like, if it's a topic for later, save it for later. Why are you giving out false image?
Yeah, I remember I had to. CJ, you know, Mike and Angela's grandson.
Yeah.
I had to tell him about, because like Aunt Angela called me and I had to tell him about slavery.
Huh.
At this point, yeah. I guess because his school doesn't do that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I I can handle this.
Chill.
This battle turns to our advantage.
Yeah, well, he's putting stacks too, so.
Your right tower is under attack. Trust in advantage.
Alright, if you had your own place anywhere, where would you live? It can be outside of the US.
I'm going to Italy,
Valid.
Where?
Naples or Rome, where my family's from.
Hmm.
Okay. What would my work situation be? If this were the scenario.
You're gonna start getting kills.
Let's
Your
see.
right tower is twice.
I would say you would be
Enemy missing right.
kind of on the brink of the upper level of middle class, I
Your
guess.
team has fully powered the other.
Because, like, there's sub-levels to classes, believe it or not.
I know.
That's my boy right there.
Enemy
Frag
missing
anyone.
right.
So, you'd have a steady income.
Shall see
Um,
where he hides.
Enemy ultimate.
I don't know
down.
how healthcare works, but universal healthcare, I guess.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen here in the U.S.
Oh yeah, it doesn't happen here. But if you were to move, so if you were to stay in the U.S., you'd have good insurance. Outside of the U.S., it's whatever because healthcare. You could afford a two-bedroom apartment, hypothetically.
Oh my God, why?
This is the type of decision, I'm gonna be honest. Because the way I revolve my life is
Always hold the line.
I either want to live close to friends where I can see them on a regular basis, or be rich enough to fly out whenever I want to come see them.
Valid.
Be right back.
Retreat middle lane. Enemy missing
I'd be
right.
down for wherever as long as it's money. I like my job.
Thanks.
Understandable.
Your middle
Oh my God, get a fucking life.
Honestly, if I were to live anywhere in the U.S., it would probably be either still in the north, or maybe Cali, or maybe Atlanta, and that's only if friends are down there. If not, I'm not living in Atlanta. Or like the South just in particular. But I don't know. If it were to still to be in the US, it would probably be
This battle turns to our advantage. Your death will give hope to those in need.
either Atlanta or Boston, maybe. If outside the US, shit, I don't fucking know.
So for my in-US choices, LA,
Yeah.
New York,
The ultimate
You should probably
down.
stop feuding with that guy.
Did I get any healing from that?
and LA only all the second class, New York only all the second class too.
Oh, my balls are massive.
I would say California for the same thing. Like, if like y'all chose to stay in Cali. Because ultimately, I'm not moving anywhere by myself. Like, I don't want to be on by myself and have to start finding friends or whatever. So that shit's fucking tiring.
Speaking
So,
of killing sprees, we've got one coming up.
what about
Out
you?
of the US,
Oh, continue. Out of the
or
US.
some Asian country.
Yeah.
I have to see the culture and live it.
Oh,
Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you helped.
I'd go back to New York and see you guys again.
New York.
you knew.
I would like 200% before I moved there, have to learn the language.
Of New York?
Yeah.
No, if I had to live outside the country.
I was about to say the language of New York. I can help you with that.
Be a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking yell at people.
Nah, I think that's ultimately like one of the biggest things before you actually either travel to like visit or just go to live, especially going to live there, because I've seen people move to like South Korea or somewhere and they don't know a lick of language that we're saying at, and it's like, why did you move there then?
You know, on my dad or to my father. You sound mad stupid, my guy.
Enemy mission left.
Yeah, you gotta see what happens in them subways. It's a different world.
Oh, bro, I know, bro. I've seen it a little bit, but I haven't been there long enough. But some friends of ours have lived there for like a minute, and oh my gosh, the stories they tell me on the subway are like
Listen, I'm just saying, if I have to travel on the subway, I need someone with me, because I am not traveling on the subway by myself.
no, bro, that's why you just carry mace.
Bro, mace travels and might blind everybody on the train.
Oh, okay, so what here's the thing, okay, you're gonna risk getting assaulted and not mace, or mace with the risk of some people.
Why are you just standing there?
If you shout, I'm gonna mace, I think if you're dumb enough not to move,
Yeah.
then
That's awkward.
it's a lost cause.
Well, Mom gave me that plastic fucking, it's almost like brass knuckles, but it has like a piece of plastic that's sharp. It's like an axe blade, but it's smaller and it fits with your hand. And it's like
Oh
brass.
my god. What the
And
fuck?
she's like, yeah, I wouldn't show this out in public. It's kind of illegal. And I was like, all right, Mom, sounds good.
Enemy ultimate down.
I also carry pocket knives, like at least 2, with me everywhere I go. So,
Oh, Sasha, you can go to a corner in Brooklyn and get a Glock that for like $20 that hasn't missed, a shot. You know what I'm saying?
word.
It's probably a hot gun, bro. Bro, it's probably a hot gun, bro. Use the.
Using a goddamn hit run.
Yeah, bro.
Being a person of color, they fucking lock up my ass like nothing.
You'll be like,
It's like,
oh.
bro, that's not mine. And they're just like, I think it is.
Bro, and it turns out that gun was used to murder like 3 different people.
That's what I'm saying. The gun never missed a shot. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's more like the subway. Like, I know a little bit of the system in Boston, but it's just, and I know that there's maps for it. I just don't like being in the, I'm not a city person, so I'm not used to being in such large, crowded spaces by myself. And that's why I would rather have someone with me than traveling by myself.
Oh shit, I'm gonna. Do you have speed?
You're gonna what?
Yes.
No. Can I come grab some? I want to smoke because I forgot I had a chicken sandwich, but it's better enjoyed while high.
I see.
So I'm smoking. So I'm running.
Enemy missing middle.
Just slapping your ass. I did get one shifters.
Careful left. Our enemies will not be able to tame us with such a weapon. I have returned.
gonna start getting kills.
DJ has been supplied. Alright. People who have smoked weed, what is the highest you've ever been?
Oh, we're always on edibles, bro. Actually, no, I think I've only greened out like twice, one of them being an edible and the other one being a dab.
I don't like it. I hate it. I don't like them.
Oh, I know, but I witnessed you. Who? I don't know if it was an edible like specifically, but all of I remember quite a few moments where we got fucked.
Wait, who?
Phil.
Oh, I see it.
I have several like videos, bro, of documentation.
Like, when I had an edible for my first time, Marco was like, yeah, just take half a square. And I was like, I've never had an edible, so I think I'll take like a smaller amount. And so I took half of that half of the square. And I was straight zooted. Like, the high was so uncomfortable because it was like one moment you would feel not high and then it would come back full force. And it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was also watching The Wiz, if y'all have seen it. It's with Michael Jackson as like, it's an all-black cast for The Wizard of Oz, essentially. And there's this scene, you knows about it, with those fucking orange puppet things. Here, I think I have a video of it. I'll send it.
Oh, hell.
Fuck.
Oh, I really fucked up. Never mind, my balls are massive. Oh, shit.
No. Where'd that go?
God, he's going victory! Tricks for days.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna have to send it over Snap then.
Well, you don't have to send it to me because I know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, I know. It's just Discord could be a fucking asshole.
Oh, too large. No.
That's what she said.
Bro?
Bro, what you saying, love?
You didn't hear shit. Nothing.
I thank you.
This weapon will carry the weight of my will.
Alright.
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
It's in the process of being sent to you, Phil. Alright, I just sent.
Your team has
But basically, the edible was hitting so hard that scene was actually a lot scarier than I thought it was, and so I had to like physically look away from it because I was just startled. There was actually a time I got so high that I couldn't feel my elbows.
Couldn't feel your elbows.
Sasha, you're not supposed to feel your elbows anyway. You're not supposed to feel it.
Well, I don't know.
Bro.
I felt an absence in my arms and it was near my elbows, so...
I don't think I ever saw that before.
Oh, Charles. Bro, Sasha?
Yeah.
Okay. I met my computer, I was talking off the car. No, I remember getting high, so high. What, you know that stage of high? When, like, whenever you're laying or sitting on something, you, like, melt into it?
Yeah. That's the most comfortable feeling that I've ever felt. I fucking hate it so much.
And then, like, you're, like, manually breathing at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
And then, like you can spin. The spins are bad.
The Manual breathing is always a sign, bro. It's just like, oh, fuck.
There were oh no, it's okay. Continue.
No, you go first.
There was a time that I was. Fuck, what was I gonna say? God damn it. I forgot.
Sorry.
It'll come back eventually.
Okay. Bro, remember when Paul visited us? Or were y'all there?
No.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, so it was after y'all left. So y'all left, right?
Yeah.
And then my family came to visit, and Paul smoked with us. I saw this kid melt into, you know that singular chair we had in our living room?
Mm-hmm.
That solo chair? I watched him melt into it, unable to move. And I was like, Paul, we're gonna go get food, you wanna come with? He's like, yeah. And then we got Waffle House, and then he became resurrected.
Oh, that's what I was gonna. So there have been times where I've gotten. I think the worst time was when I had a Friendsgiving thing, and I accidentally took my own hit plus someone else's hit that they left in the bong. And yeah, it was bad because like you know those hits where you take and you're just like, oh shit, I smoked too much, like just right off the bat.
Off the bat, yeah.
Yes. So it was one of those things, and so I quietly excused myself from the room. And basically, I was just paralyzed on the bed, and it was this kind of high where it felt like only my lungs were present. Nothing else was there. It was just my lungs and my heart. And that was the weirdest fucking feeling that I've ever felt in my life. Also just the feeling of, like, manual breathing for about an hour.
Yeah. Bro, every time we went to go smoke with Keith, bro, I was manually breathing on the way back.
Yeah, so was I, bro. I felt the need to stay in rotation, bro. There was a point where I was so proud of myself because I made it through like 4 or 5 rounds and stuff, but I was like, I was fried. I was just like, my breakthroughs were not operational at all.
Cash money of you.
I was just like,
There were days where, like, you know when like you're just high out of our mind coming back from smoking, and we're just like chilling in the lounge, or like, and then we like kind of lagging in our
bro, we were acting like buffoons, bro. Like in the room and then outside when we were making shit. always acting like, bro. It was. I think maybe the RAs showed up maybe once or twice and stuff just to see what we were doing, but for the most part, they were just like nonchalant. They were just like letting us do our own thing, which was nice.
Yeah.
Juniper. Yeah.
They're just like, these guys are smacked.
These guys are fucked up, bro.
See, I can't operate when I'm high. I'm basically just in a vegetative state until it passes over. Like, I've had friends that can get like absolutely obliterated before they go to class, and they're just completely fine. They enjoy their class, and I'm like, I can't focus.
No, I'm like, dude, don't worry.
However, what I can do is get obliterated and make art and not give a single fuck about what I'm drawing.
That's what Stephen King did.
It's fantastic. Also, getting high and then listening to music, mwah, beautiful. 10 out of 10 experience all the time.
So sorry.
My favorite memory is like, there used to be this rule where like, you didn't write your name on your food in the fridge, it was free use. Every night after class, we just blasted and we could make TV.
Why are they all...
And there'd just be like 10 of us there chilling. Just all smacked out of our minds.
Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you helped.
Nice work.
Alright, have y'all ever consumed something that you weren't supposed to?
Yeah, fucking Svedka, bro.
Vodka? Okay, the question was, have you ever consumed something you weren't supposed to? If so, what happened?
Huh?
So see, What happened?
Speaking
Bro,
of
what do you mean what happened,
we've
bro?
got one coming up.
I got
What?
literally drunk. That's what happened, bro. And I couldn't walk by myself, bro. I literally had two girls drag me to my dorm room. They went with me in an Uber, and they took me to my room. Bro,
Started getting kills.
That's hot.
something I should not have ever eaten in my life or taken. Four Locos.
Oh God!
Yes.
What possessed you to drink a Four Loco?
They were cheap. It was 4 for 20.
They're 4 for 20 for a reason.
I know,
What
but
So what
cheap
happened?
alcohol. So me and my roommate Zach, right?
Yeah.
We drink one each. We're chilling. Little turn. You know what it is, right? Boom. Somehow we're up until 6 a.m. We're not drunk anymore. On a snow day. And we're like, boom! 6 a.m. 4 Loco!
No.
And do it all again!
God.
Somebody report that
Oh my God. All right.
Ultimate is ready.
I've never been so drunk in my life.
Word.
Or the second most time I've been drunk. My God, I was a fucking mess. Like, me and my boy Justin, we split a bottle of Jack because it was cheap. And then within the first hour of us like bringing it back to our dorm, I killed a third of it by myself.
Jesus Christ.
And like, I was drunk.
it's a dog
That shit crazy.
there, and I'm the chef.
Let's see. Mine doesn't involve alcohol, but it's like an artist struggle that happens a lot more often than it should. I ended up drinking paint water on accident.
Huh? Huh?
Damn.
what?
So basically, I was in the studio and I was like sleep deprived and I was trying to finish a project. And so there's this setup where it's like a desk, but it allows you to draw on it. So it's like a seat and then it's like a table. So I had my paint cup in front of me, but I also had my soda in front of me as well. And I was just doing my thing, and I pick up something, and I didn't think about anything. And I took a sip from it, and I was like, this isn't soda. And I looked down, and it's brown paint water that I was just working with.
Oh, so you didn't. Okay, so you just like leaned down behind you to pick up whatever you felt first.
Pretty much, yeah. And
Alright.
at that point, I was fucking tired, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna get a drink. And then that happened, so I spent like 10 minutes washing my mouth out in the studio sink.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense. I thought you went out of your way to drink the paint water.
No.
I
Fuck.
can't even.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think. Is there actually something that?
what?
Back.
Hello.
I'm sure there's something. I was like, serious answer to that question.
Grayson's in here?
Really?
She hasn't said a word.
No shot. Oh my God.
Grace.
Scared. I wonder if she's been talking, or if she's like intent, or if she's actually done.
Have you tried DMing her?
You know, I'm gonna scream now.
You should probably stop doing that. Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you helped. Twice the carnage.
Head high, vessel. You have done the impossible. A drink can replenish the soul, even the soul of a god.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Oh, I gotta charge my
Wait,
phone.
Sasha. I smoked a little bit, and
We've been here since you were talking about your Hawaii class.
That's
that was like,
at least a half hour ago.
We were talking about your Hawaii class, Sasha.
Oh shit!
They're taking a phone call. That's why they're muted.
Oh, okay. Oh, what is their pronoun?
She, her, I think.
Okay, cool. My bad. I didn't mean to go on such a tangent. Oh, so you're already starting to feel it, CJ?
yeah.
How is it?
still. I'm getting hungry.
You got the munchies already.
Yeah, I do. Now I'm about to strain, bro. Just like,
I was not in that.
Yeah, Grace is she her in Gremlin. Her pronoun.
Word.
Hear it. Gremlin. Yo, Gremlin, bro.
You know what? I support that.
I support that too.
Okay, what was your most gremlin moment? Gremlin.
My most Gremlin moment.
Yes. It can be in both like a sleep deprived state or out of genuine gremlin behavior.
Anytime I was with Charles, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Something about being with Charles makes you want to become a Gremlin.
Oh, he is. That's just exactly how he is.
No.
Oh, shit.
Everybody else.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Our group was just instigating.
When did she get 2 more kills?
I was just saying, like, seeing
Like
him
you can talk and like Toby's a mega instigator, Marco's a mega instigator, I'm a mega instigator, Gina's an instigator.
I know.
Eric's an instigator.
No, Gina's a fucking instigator and an enabler, bro.
Yeah, Gina's an enabler, yeah.
She does, bro.
And then Justin is that one uncle that always eggs you on to do dumb shit.
good lord, understandable. Honestly, the funny bit was seeing the immediate change of behavior as soon as he saw you guys. Like, especially when my parents and I would drop him off at college, y'all would just be on your gremlin shit almost immediately. It was the funniest shit ever.
The thing is, the fact that you were laughing at that, I was like, oh, we're gonna be friends.
Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you know.
It'd be like me and Marco or me and Justin walking back from class, and we see Charles like, hey, yo! Hey, yo!
No, it just was rough because I didn't know you guys the first year. Or no, I knew you guys the first year, but it was a few months before I actually like met you guys and stuff. But we were in opposite buildings, like.
No, we were both in PIC.
I mean, pick, yeah, but after that, you guys. I mean.
So, like, I'm talking about, like, after we become friends, and, like, like, Angel and Sasha was dropping.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I first met Sasha, it was cool. Like, I saw you, I was like, oh shit, I gotta act normal.
Nah. Literally, like, when I first met you guys, it was kind of the same way. I was very intimidated because I was just like, oh my god, it's CJ's friends. I don't want to, like, seem like a fucking idiot or anything. So I was just like, hey, what's up?
It was very cool.
Yeah.
That was empathetic, right?
As soon as I was invited to the Discord chat and shit, I was just like, alright, I see how these motherfuckers are.
No, it's when we were sharing stories about like college, at like the third time we met, and then you just the way you're describing shit, I was just like, yeah, we're gonna get along just fine. I was like, I see no issues with this person. They're cool.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a one of us moment.
Nah, definitely.
We're a cult, bro. A gremlin cult. The gremlin
Yo, y'all still are.
into shit. And I will say, you know, I think we were like one of definitely like in the cool category at the college.
Yeah.
A lot of people were jealous.
Oh my god. Bro, from fucking what? Oh my god, sorry. What just happened?
Like everyone either wanted to be like us or be in our group.
Dead ass.
And they couldn't fulfill that.
No, they can't because they're just like average ass white people, bro.
No,
Like,
it's
they're like no personality. I don't know.
Prime example was Tyler. Oh my god.
It just felt super generic. You know, they're just trying to appease each other, but wouldn't or be more than willing to talk behind each other's back and stuff.
right
Like,
there.
what it really felt like was all the minorities were cool with each other, one way or another.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like, we all either respected each other enough, like, yo, what's good? Like, how you doing? Chilling? Word. Or it's like, we're actually friends.
Well, also because, like, it becomes apparently obvious when you see people either trying to be like you or trying to get into your friend group. Like, they try and be slick with that, but it's very, very obvious.
Yeah. Bro, like, Chris Pedoto, who else?
We've
Like,
got one coming up.
Tyler. Tyler got curbed so hard, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
this, like, it's just, like, everything that's wrong with America.
I see.
That tells us a few things, but
Yeah, I know a little bit about him.
I'm sorry.
no, I think
Upset you.
it was rough because we literally spent 2 years together and I thought we were on good terms, but apparently not, and I got ghosted in fucking California.
Yeah, I remember
It
that.
literally within the first week, and I'm just like, okay.
That was some fuck shit, honestly.
What the fuck did you hit him with? My God.
My God.
He took.
Charles. You know how there's like group chat before we started school? Did you go through everyone's profiles?
No.
Greedy, like I said.
Am I just a weird one then?
No, I mean,
I try to get like a sense of y'all's character through like what I saw.
yeah.
What was your first impression of me?
Don't worry, champ. I'm sure you
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. Because the first one I met you was when I was high, so like.
No, like,
Yeah.
there's a group chat alone.
But like through the group chat, you seem like a very attentive dude that wasn't afraid to ask questions and like was really like open-minded and very communicative. So you really were like a talker, you know, trying to get to know a little bit more.
So like, I'll be honest, dude. I saw two things. I'm either gonna be really good friends with this guy, or I'm gonna hate this kid.
No.
I'm just glad it worked out.
No.
I'm just glad it worked out.
I mean, it's always the risk you have with anybody, to be honest. Because I always think, oh, this person's like really chill, or they're gonna act like they care and not, and then ghost me eventually. So yeah, it's rough out here.
Okay, so like what happened was like a couple months before school started, someone made I think Jordan made the group chat, right?
Yeah, Jordan was that. Oh my gosh.
Like our friend Jordan, I don't even call her a friend anymore. I don't know what she is to me. I guess classmate, but like I did have a thing for her, but she was seeing other dudes, so like it just didn't work out.
Understandable.
But like, I guess I'll just call her classmate. Look, she started a group chat with like all the people starting in August of 2019, 2018.